Welcome to the Customer Management IQ video interview series. I'm your host, Corey Bennett, and today we are on site at the 12th Annual Call Center Week in Las Vegas. Joining me right now is Gene Shaw, the Vice President of Global Customer Support for Sabre Holdings. Gene was one of our featured speakers at the Call Center Exchange Summit that took place recently. Her presentation was titled Tactical Steps to Achieve Excellence and Greater Profitability in Your Contact Center. Gene joins me right now to talk a bit about that. Thanks for coming on.
Glad to be here, Corey.
So I'm very interested. Sabre recently moved their contact center to Uruguay.
That's right.
What were some of the thoughts behind that when you were looking for a new place? What were you looking into? What were some of the things you wanted to identify in an ideal location?
Okay.
I know you consolidated a lot of your contact centers to Uruguay.
That's right.
What was the thought process behind that?
Well, whenever you run multi-location contact centers, it's highly inefficient, both from a consistent customer support mechanism, as well as just being able to implement hardware and processes across the globe. So we consolidated into one center in Uruguay, and there are a lot of what I call greenfield locations available. It takes some investment from a company to make a decision to go to a greenfield location.
And when you say greenfield, define that for me.
Greenfield is untapped market.
Okay.
Okay, and so when we decided to go to Uruguay, it was a greenfield location. We were the first in the market. Some of the, you should have a checklist if you're going to go offshore. And our main concern was our customer service. Yeah. And so we needed to make sure that the customer service was part of the fabric of the local culture, government transparency, education, talent pool, and low probability of natural disasters. Those are all important things, and a good infrastructure.
So since you've moved there, have other people been following? Is this an expanding market in your opinion?
Yes, I would say so. I've talked to a lot of other contact centers that are interested in coming into Uruguay. It is a small market.
Yeah.
So,
and the country only has, I believe you said 3.5 million people?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. More cows than people, so yes.
Where else in South America are people looking to? I know that's an expanding market in general. What other countries are people focusing on?
There's been a lot of expansion in Costa Rica and Panama. I recently talked to someone from the Colombian government regarding their expansion. They really have turned their country around. Yeah. And I don't think people are quite aware of and it was done at a society level. It was not done by the government. So I think they have a great opportunity to implement some contact centers in their location. Highly educated, multilingual, and an untapped market.
So when you made your final decision to move there, you mentioned a lot of things, multilingual, highly educated. What were the metrics you looked at to determine if that was the case?
It was kind of not a very sophisticated, kind of red light, green light, yellow list. And then each of the options we weighed. So you know what? It was really important to us to have government transparency. Yeah. Really important that we had good safety in place, infrastructure, natural disaster. I mean, there's some things that are just showstoppers. So
what are some of the successes you've seen after consolidating, and how has it benefited Sabre?
I think that's really important part of it is that these employees are not outsourced employees. While I know there are many companies successfully outsourcing, we value our customer service in such a way that outsourcing was not an option for us. Okay. We needed the employees to be part of our company and part of our culture, and so we spent a lot of time making sure that they were part of Sabre and really felt like they were part of a larger organization.
And did you feel when you moved there that it was part of the country's culture as well that fit into the company culture?
That's
right.
Was
that part of it?
So it's a blended approach. They had very good, the country offers very good customer service skills, and that was kind of a key component for us. And then it was more about training them on what our business model is, how to service our customers, those kinds of things.
How did you notice that the country itself had excellent customer service? How do you find that out?
You go to a restaurant, you go to a hotel, you check in at a hotel, you get into a taxi cab. Those are all sorts of methods, very unscientific, but you know immediately it is reflective of the people's views on customer service.
What other places did you consider?
Oh, we had a laundry list. we had 17 different locations.
Oh my goodness! Elsewhere in South America?
No. Okay. Actually, you know what? You're going to laugh. Tunisia was on the list, and so obviously we made the right decision. And so there were quite a few globally. And you know, when you go down the list, you find the things that are important to you of it, and it's a global world, and for people to think that only North America offers customer services, you know, is not true anymore.
So what other areas, you mentioned you had 17 on your list, what are some other expanding areas that people should be looking to if they're considering moving to a new area that's maybe not India?
Right. I think it depends where your customer base is.
Okay.
So 53% of our customer base is in North America and Latin America. So it made sense to put it where our footprint was. Okay. We have a European presence, obviously a strong European presence, but it's hard to. It is not the primary. They're important customers for us. Yeah. And so we need to service them correctly and well. But it was, you know, it was more about where's our market share, where's our footprint.
Sure. I know South Africa is an expanding market. What are your opinions there? You know, because it has good English language skills. What are your thoughts on expanding to South Africa?
You know what? I haven't looked at South Africa, although I loved watching the World Cup, and Uruguay did really well in the World Cup this year. So
all right, I'll take it. Well, Jean, I appreciate your insight on these matters. Thanks for coming on.
Okay, my pleasure.
Great. And to our viewers out there, you can check out more of our videos at customermanagementiq.com. Once again, I'm your host, Corey Bennett. Until next time, thanks for watching.